This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Polly-I's Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at pollyi'sgrinnellia.com. Go Tigers!
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers! Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com and let's get started today. Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Hey Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group, join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck, Tigers.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TT Cranny Field here in Grinnell, Iowa for Grinnell Tiger football here tonight on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Blake Walker, Dan Walker with you here this evening on the call as the 3-3 Grinnell Tigers host the 1-5 Marion Wolves. It's a big game for many reasons for the Grinnell Tigers. First of all, it's homecoming. Happy homecoming to everyone watching. At home, they've had a lot of fun festivities this week. The parade was last night. The King and Queen were crowned last night. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But also for the district, this is a very crucial game. Grinnell is still outside of the top 20 in the RPI that dropped this past week. They still have work to do at 3-3, but it's all laid out in front of them. Right now, your district standings sit as such. Grinnell is 3-3, but they're 2-0 in the district, tied with Newton in terms of the district, who is also 2-2. They are 5-1. Pella is 1-1. Clear Creek Amana is 1-1. Marion and Oskaloosa are 0-2. The big thing for Grinnell, if you win tonight, it's all out in front of you. You play Pella, you play Newton. If you can win 2, you're in. If you go 1-1, maybe if you don't, you're most likely out. This is a big game tonight. Grinnell obviously coming off 2 straight wins, a very impressive win over Clear Creek Amana. They then turn it up with a win against Oskaloosa, a game that, if you ask Coach Haydenfeld, probably didn't feel too great about. But they get an addition on the offensive line tonight, and this is a team that looks to put up points against a Marion team that gives up 30 points a game.
Yeah, I think for the Grinnell Tigers, they're pumped about homecoming week number 1. When you're in high school, I was in high school, that was always one thing that really got you excited for the week. So that's going for you. And as you mentioned, coming off those 2 wins, those 2 wins are critical. Number 1, the Clear Creek Amana is probably the biggest thing that gave them the boost to go into the Oski game. And like I said, the Oski game, the first half was a start out, a running. And then, like I said, the second half, I think Coach Haydenfeld had some concerns of they just didn't kick it in and finish the game like he would have expected to happen. So those are always those woulda, coulda, shoulda type deals. But let's as we get started here, let's give a shout out. You'll see out there on the field that the teams are getting ready to set up for the presentation of the colors. But let's give a shout out to our sponsors while we're waiting for them to go across. So Poly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, Weldon Drywall, Latitude Signage and Design, Mayflower Community Homes, Mahaska Communications, The Dairy Barn, Prairie Lakes Church, Wagon Wheels West, S&S Electric, Unity Point, Grinnell Hospital Family Dentistry, and the Grinnell State Bank. Also give a shout out to Grinnell Firestone, Mindy Holes, Exit Realty, KGRN, which KGRN, if you're listening to us online, you'll be simulcast, so you could listen on 1410, switch that dial over. If you like radio style, you can also catch us on the Tiger Radio Network and the Tiger Sports Livestream website. So there's many places you could be watching this if you're not watching us right now. I also want to give a shout out to the Strand Theater. Every week they always throw out their movies, and this week they have some good ones out there. The Tron Iris, The Roofman, Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, and One Battle After Another. So check out the Strand Theater, catch some great popcorn, as they always say, and it is great popcorn while you're there, and see what's going on. Also, I want to give a shout out to our game ball, which is sponsored by Quick Visit Urgent Care. So all home games are brought to you by the Quick Visit Urgent Care. If you're in type of need for medical assistance, go ahead and head out of 146 South, and they could help you out. So as the presentation of the guards going across, I also got a few more to get out there. Our first downs are brought to you by Mark Copeland at Edward Jones and Paul Copeland. They also bring to you your timeouts. Our red zone is brought to you by Poly Ice Pizza. Our quarters are brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm. And is that it, Blake?
I believe so.
And we got a few other ones that
we'll catch them as the night
game
goes on.
So again, without those people, we would not be able to bring this game to you on any of the different networks that we have. So we're going to go ahead and have the national anthem.
righty, we'll get ready for football in just a few minutes. We're going to take about a 2-minute break, and when we come back, it's Grinnell versus Marion. Week 7 football here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. We'll be right back.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Polly-I's Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at pollyi'sgrinnellia.com. Go Tigers!
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers! Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings, so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com, and let's get started today. Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Grinnell at 3-3, taking on the Marion Wolves at 1-5. The second ever time in these two schools' histories that they have played each other. You got to go all the way back to 2010, the last time Grinnell played Marion. And it was a defensive battle, 10-0. There were 6 combined pass completions in that game. 2 for Grinnell, 4 for Marion. Jordan Furch led the Tigers in rushing with 129 yards. Tyler Fisher and Colton Storla were the main players for Marion. Grinnell picked up the win. So it's been a while, but that's because obviously with the districts the way they have shaped out, Grinnell has taken care of business against Clear Creek Amana and Oskaloosa to start the non-district, or to start the district season, and now they sit out in front with a chance to go. And Dad, you know, I think a lot of people look at the RPI. Grinnell was outside the top 20. The RPI is, the way it works is you have to be top 2 in your district. If you're top 2 in your district, you're automatically locked. They then take the next 4 highest wild cards, if you will, in the RPI, and that's who gets in. Grinnell, the last 2 years, 2 years, has been the first team out. This year, you have to look past that Cedar Rapids-Washington game. You needed that one badly, but you just play out in front of you.
Yeah, you have to go at it. And, you know, I think one thing that we really need to focus on is Newton and Pella's nights of not being – they've had a couple off nights. So, you know, if they could come in and catch them on an off night. Now, I would say right now who's playing better? Newton's playing the better ball game than what Pella is.
Yep.
But still, if we could get by and only have a one loss and play and be competitive, you know, it's going to be tough because, as you said, the RPI, Pella's numbers are always going to be so much higher that they're going to get that number 2 spot. But, you know, another thing to bring up is as we turn and focus on district football, and this is the first time, you know, Marion's a familiar foe of the Walmart Conference, so it's kind of neat that we bring someone that would play in other sports now we're going to play here in football.
Grinnell, what hurts Grinnell in the RPI, Oskaloosa and Bondurant are both in the bottom 6 teams. That doesn't help when they haven't won a game, and unfortunately you can't control that. We will be back, and when we come back, we're going to get a look at the Tigers running out on the football field. We're just a couple of minutes away. We'll take a 1-minute break, and when we come back, it's Grinnell versus Marion. Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Grinnell starting to make their way to the end of the sidewalk down there, the entrance of the stadium out by the track entrance. They'll make their way out of the locker room and get out on the field here in just a few moments. Your kid captains tonight here for the Grinnell Tigers, LJ Sprague. LJ is in 6th grade at GMS and plays YSF football, tackle football. Scarlett Shelton. Scarlett is in 5th grade at GMS and also plays YSF tackle football. And Brevin Perkle. Brevin is in 4th grade at GMS and plays flag football here in Grinnell. Thanks so much to our kid captains, and congratulations to the kid captains. Always a cool thing to lead the Tigers out on the field this evening. It is a beautiful night for football. I don't think you could have asked for a better night. 65 degrees is the high. Feels like 60, 7-mile-an-hour wind gust out of the north, as the sun has fully come down here at TT Cranny with the changing of the seasons. It's a little bit warmer here in the press box than it is outside. And I'd honestly prefer to be outside, but it is still very nice. Great night for football.
The sun baking this whole thing all afternoon. We finally took down the black shade, so we were able to get a little bit of freedom here. But looks like the Tigers are getting ready to come around to the tunnel.
Led by head coach Adam Haydenfeld, 3-3 record, winners of 2 straight. A team still young, quite a couple senior leaders, but a whole lot of juniors and a whole lot of hunger to keep winning. Here come the Tigers out of the tunnel, wearing all black this evening for tonight's district matchup. A mostly healthy Grinnell team, all things considering. Brooks Vosberg was questionable coming into tonight. Looks like he is a go. And the big story that I don't think quite a lot of people saw coming, Will Slagle is slated to play tonight. Will he start? It's not quite sure, but he was taking reps with first teamers. So Will Slagle, the highly touted left tackle here for the Tigers, has several offers from several Division I programs in the SEC and the Big Ten and whatnot. Will is slated to play this evening. We'll see.
And it will be the first appearance he's
Yes.
had. The injury went out right before, or the week before even the pregame scrimmage. So it's a pretty good treat that we'll be able to see that here, and we'll go down to the field and watch him coming out with the coin flip.
Elijah Dreyer, one of the captains, along with Lucas Stern and Landon Tilkus, captains for Marion. For Grinnell, Jack Gallagher, Kellen Harder. Get a couple more of them as they make their way down on the field. Jake Van Compernal, also one of the captains. And number 44, Brian Innes. So we'll see what comes out of the coin toss here. Marion's going to be in the white uniform tops, red pants, white helmets. It's a clean look for the Marion Wolves ever since they changed their mascot a couple years ago. Used to be the Indians, now the Wolves. Very well done branding by the school district. Grinnell will receive to start things out tonight as handshakes are made before we get started this evening. Good crowd on hand as expected here for homecoming. Student section is filled out. Obviously had a lot of fun festivities this past week. The parade was last night. Powder Puff football was last night. I don't have our king and queen on top of me here.
It was on your sheet.
Did you write it on my sheet down here? If I can read your cursive. We have
Corey Cameron.
Yep,
for the
Corey
king.
Cameron and Lauren Loudon are your king and queen.
And why we're talking about Lauren Loudon there, because she's a great representative of our FFA group out there. They are having their fruit sale fundraiser, so they have fruits and meats and cheese and cookies and candies and butter braids. So I'll pop this up a couple different times throughout the evening, but you scan that QR code and you can place your order right online, or if you know any of the members of the FFA, and there's also a phone number there that you could contact them directly, or that email. So give a shout out to the FFA kids. They have been busy this week. I think yesterday, right before the parade, they did soil sample competition out of town, and they made it back into town just in time for the homecoming parade.
Landon Tilkus will kick off for Marion, as it's Mahoney and Hobbs back to receive for Grinnell. Week 7 of Grinnell Tiger football is underway here at TT Cranny. Hobbs is going to go all the way back and caught inside his 5-yard line. He's going to make his way up the center of the field toward the right hash marks. He's going to go down at about the 22, 23-yard line. Ball popped out. They're going to say he was down, and the Grinnell offense will take the field, averaging 18.5 points per game. Eddie Harsheim leading the quarterback on the offensive side of the ball. Josh Ringler has been the workhorse, 804 yards rushing this season. On 119 carries, he's the one that gets the bulk of the carries. Harsheim's going to go empty here on first down to start things out for the Grinnell on their own 23-yard line. Now he brings Josh Ringler in motion off to his left hip. On first down and 10, they go a handoff to Ringler. Josh will get the carry going forward and gets a chunk of about 7 on first down, right down the heart of the defense. Grinnell's going to run off of 28. You know that's going to happen. Here's a look at the replay. Will Slagle, you can see him right there at left tackle. Watch him tonight. Should be fun to watch number 74. Good to have him back on the team after the injury.
That instant replay is brought to you by Clarity Eye Care.
It'll be second down and 4. Ringler is to the right of Harsheim. Harsheim gives the give to Ringler. Josh is going to get a couple, maybe tripped forward for about a yard or two. It brings up third down and short early. And a big stand here for the Marion defense in the early going on third down and 3. Just a minute almost gone by here in the first quarter.
Well, we've got that break. I want to give a shout out to Scott and Kara Collins from Clarity Eye Care. They welcomed them triplets as they're down in the NICU in Iowa City. So keeping them in our prayers. I think the kids are already growing. So good news there.
Extra fullback in for Grinnell on third down and 3. Ringler busted out to the outside. There goes Josh Ringler. Ringler turns the corner, and there he goes. Down the near sideline to the 20, to the 10. He is gone. Touchdown, Grinnell. No flags, and Grinnell strikes first against Marion on a big run by Josh Ringler. Got a good block on the edge, good contain by the right tackle, and Grinnell is able to put it into the end zone. And on comes Tyler Costo to attempt the extra point. He's 15 of 15 on the year. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is right down the middle. 7-0. Grinnell leads over Marion. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back. More football coming up on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee, cappuccino, and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. About 75-ish yard touchdown run by Josh Ringler in the opening minute. With 10:35 to go, Grinnell leads over Marion. Josh this season, that's 10 rushing touchdowns on the year for him, and already now close to 900 yards. That's top 5 in Class 4A rushing. So Grinnell will get ready to kick this one back off. Tyler Costow get ready to send this one back off to the Wolves. Tyler Pierce and Grayson Steffen. Tyler Pierce will take the return at the 10-yard line for Marion. He runs into traffic, keeps his head down, and will get all the way up to about the 37-yard line, or excuse me, 34, 33-yard line.
Let's take a quick look at that instant replay on Josh's big run here. Gets set up, and they go right off that right-hand side, and Josh just makes a good cut, a couple missed tackles right there, and he takes that sideline, brings it to the house.
Great speed, great breakaway speed. Didn't have enough to punch it into the end zone against Clear Creek Man on that late run, but Grinnell still got the win. I'm sure he was kicking himself over that one.
It's a little later in the ballgame.
First down and 10 for Marion. They set up shop at their own 34-yard line. This is Lucas Stearns, the quarterback. He's going to hand this one off on the near side and wrap down immediately in the backfield. The ball came out. They're going to say defender or the runner was down. Grinnell thought for sure they had the ball popped free, but to no avail. I believe that was Colton Taylor. I believe their sophomore running back on the carry. I'll catch that next time they come around. But a loss in the backfield. I think for Grinnell, Tyler Kostow might have gotten in the backfield. Marion coming into tonight, averaging just 6 points per contest, but the defense that has forced 13 turnovers on the year. Stearns under center, and he's got Logan Hendricks, his sophomore running back, in the backfield. Instead, they go to Taylor on an end around, and here comes Taylor trying to get to the edge, but he is swarmed. Great effort on the edge by Camden Harms and Jake Van Coppernell for the big loss.
Tell you what, the Grinnell Tigers, the defense tonight is just heads up. I mean, they're knowing where things are going and making good heads-up play there.
2 plays, 2 negative plays for Marion. It's 3rd down and 15 on their own 26-yard line on the Wolves' first offensive possession of the night. They're a team that runs out the quarterback and gets the plays from the sidelines, so the captain, Lucas Stearns, will come on out. Lucas this season, passing-wise, not quite the season he's wanted. 237 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 7 interceptions, 22 carries for negative 14 yards. Stearns, play-action fake. He's going to go to the near sideline and overthrows his intended receiver. A little far out in front of Tyler Pierce. The intended receiver, about the 50-yard line was where he was aiming. 2 Grinnell Tigers were in coverage, but Stearns overthrows him. It's 4th down, and Marion will punt.
Yeah, Cameron Gosling was coming up on that. He actually made the step on it and kind of came back down to make a double check because the ball went over his head.
A Grinnell team that's only forced 5 turnovers all season, and all of them were interceptions. No fumbles forced. Marion will punt this one away, and waiting back is Camden Harms. Here's the punt by Tilkis. It is a high winder, not even get past the 50. It hits some, I don't know if it hit the bench. I think it went way.
It hit almost outside the track there on the far side.
It hit something. The official is still walking up. Grinnell's going to be in Marion territory. Official still walking. He is going to, oh my goodness, still going. He's going to stop at the 30,
that's almost
33, 34-yard line of Marion.
Not even a 12-yard punt.
The wind, not much wind, carried that one out the right side. So now Grinnell's offense will set back up shop just outside of the Pauli Eyes red zone. So they're already closing in on that. They're going to set it, call it at the 35-yard line is where they stop. So Grinnell will set up shop at Marion's 35. As the offense got to be feeling good after that Ringler rush on the first down. Kostow in at fullback off left tackle, and Ringler is in the backfield. Ringler gets the call on 1st down, runs into a herd of Marion defenders and tries to get help from Will Slagle, but stood up and going to give him about a yard on 1st down.
Who's number 63 on that side? Who was that?
For Marion, that was Caleb Fox.
Oh, for Grinnell.
Oh, for Grinnell.
Left tackle on that side.
Jacob Burnett.
Yeah.
Will Slagle obviously going to be moving in and out of the left tackle position. Obviously, you're not going to put him full reps, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's back in now.
Harsheim is all alone in the backfield here on 2nd down and 9. Eddie steps back to throw. He's going to check this one down short to Kellen Harder. Harder tries to go sideways, been the flat, but he's wrapped down from behind. Really good pursuit tackle by Matthew Danninger, a senior captain here for Marion, as he wraps him down for a loss of about 2. Danninger this season, 9 total tackles but 2 interceptions. He's a force to be reckoned with on defense.
Actually, they gave him a little bit more forward progress than I think he actually got, but back to the line of scrimmage.
Got him back a yard, so it's 3rd down and 10. Grinnell going a little backwards here on their second possession of the night. 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Grinnell leads 7-0 over Marion. On their own 35, play action fake. Harsheim going to look. Eddie still looking. Now he's going to take off. Eddie cuts up the field all the way down to about the 30. About down to the 24-yard line, something like that. That's a first down for Grinnell from Edward Jones. So an Edward Jones first down for Grinnell, and it's all off the legs of Eddie Harsheim. Came into tonight with 84 rushing yards. He just got 11 right there. Good pocket presence. Nothing was open. Eddie decides to just use his feet and take it to the rest.
I really like that little kind of a shadow walk with Josh there. You got
slow mesh.
Gonna make it. We kind of seen our favorite college team do that once in a while.
Welcome to the Tim Lester offense. First down and 10 from the 24. Kaponzu is in the backfield. He gets the call on first down and is stood up. Nowhere to go. He was met right in the hole by Gideon Hansen, and there is a flag down really late as there's some pushing and shoving afterwards.
Yeah, we kind of had a slow start on this right side of the line there. Got things kind of plugged up.
Hansen is a little bit of a
going
hit
against the Tigers.
So Grinnell got extra pushy after the play. It's an unnecessary roughness called on Grinnell.
It is nice. They got the on-field mics working tonight,
Yep.
so hear what's going on out
Couldn't
there.
quite hear the number. It was a 50-something.
53.
53, so they got the call on Drew Hart.
Was it 53 or 63? 63 got pulled out, so.
So that does not help Grinnell out. It'll be first down and count them 25 from the 39-yard line. So they go from first down and 10 from the 24, now back to the 39. Benny Kaponzu back in the backfield here. Grinnell has 2 wide receivers out to this right side, and they put everybody up on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Kaponzu gets the call on first down and is stood up. Nowhere to go in the backfield. Wrestled down by Colby Belts, the senior linebacker. Met him right when he got to the line of scrimmage, if not more.
Yeah, a big stun in there, but on the flip side of it, there's some extracurriculars going on after that last penalty on the Tigers, so they're just going to have to kind of calm down, play their game of football. Don't get caught up in what's going on the outside of the world here.
3rd and forever. You got to think Grinnell's probably going to be thinking draw here. I don't think you really try anything crazy here. Tyler Kostow is 0 for 2 on field goals. They've tried him at this distance before, but in pregame he was not really close in these sort of ranges when he was warming up. So most likely going to be playing for field position here. Josh Ringler gets the call on 3rd down. Ringler hits a hole, keeps his head going, and still gets close to the marker.
Well, he might
Maybe.
be close, Blake.
It's hard to tell from here. I think he's about 2 yards short, but Josh went to the near side, waited for a hole, and bust right up through the middle, and it's going to be 4th down. And I was looking at the line of scrimmage, so that'll do it for me.
I was too.
It's 4th down.
Still
11.
got 4th and 11. But
Window
this,
pane
right here,
watching.
you're going to go for it. So
4th down and 11 from the 25. The first down marker is all the way at about the 15-yard line. Ringler in the backfield off Harsheim's right. Eddie back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Eddie's flushed out to the left. Here comes a holding call. He hits downfield Jake Van Compernel. It is a first down, but it's coming back. There was a hold on the back end by someone on Grinnell. Clear as day on the back end, too. And it's coming back. When it was the last person in defense and the whole Marion roster saw it, it's really hard to catch it. And it looked like it was the right tackle for Grinnell.
yeah, hard to see.
I'm going to guess it's Will Slagle. Match that with, I think I heard 74 in the student section chanting overrated. There's no one else they'd probably be saying that to. So the holding call is on Will Slagle. And Grinnell will bring on the punt team from the Marion 35. That's going to be a tough one to swallow for Grinnell, getting such good field position and not being able to really get too much out of it. Daniger back to receive the punt.
Nice.
Ball's going to work
Nice
its way
ball.
down inside the 5,
come
and
on
it
now.
just turns inside. It started hooking back. It hooked just inside about 2 yards within the end zone, so close. But Marion will bring this one out and start from the 20. Grinnell's defense looked really good on the first drive. Marion went backwards on their plays. 2 backwards rushes and an incomplete pass. We'll see if Grinnell can keep it up. First down and 10 from the 20 for Marion. Grinnell leads 7-0 here on homecoming in the first quarter. Marion goes 1 wide receiver way out left, 1 to the right. They got an extra tight end in there. Man in the backfield is Logan Hendricks. Hendrick gets the call on first down, and again, just nothing going. Maybe a yard. No gain, actually. Grinnell's interior D-line clearly has something figured out.
Number 63 is in there. Number 23, Jack Gallagher. Number 8. Number 9, sorry.
Gallagher, one of the main tacklers of this defense, the senior, 34 tackles this season, 1 sack. Keeps the boys on his toes. The second down and 10 here for the Wolves. They got 1 way here to this near side at wide receiver, 1 in the backfield. It's Hendricks again. It's a play-action fake. Stearns fires on the run and overshoots his intended receiver, rolling this way. Intended for sophomore Colton Taylor. Caponzu was in coverage. It was just overthrown. It'll be third down at 10.
Good pursuit there by Camden Harns coming around that backside.
Grinnell has been just a couple steps behind at corner on a couple of these throws, but they've been overthrown. Grinnell hasn't had to worry about it. Third down and 10 for Marion. Trying to move here at the 20-yard line, their own 20-yard line. 3:31 to go here in this fast-moving first quarter. 2 wide receivers on this near side. Colton Taylor is the back. Stearns back to throw, going to fire across the middle. Slant route is broken up. Nicely done by Kellen Harder.
Let's take another look at that. That was a nice break up there. Your Clarity Eye Care instant replay. You'll see it's going to be a slant come right across the center, and right there, Kellen Harder broke it up right before it started to make payday.
Not a bad throw at all by Stearns. Put it in the right spot, but Harder just able to break it up. A couple Grinnell players wearing the pink turf tape, pink armbands for Breast Cancer Awareness Month tonight. Tilkus will be the one to punt, and back to receive is Camden Harms for Grinnell, standing at about his own 43-yard line. Nope, they fake it. It's a fake. Marion will throw over the middle, and it's picked off! Picked off, and going back the other way is Inus. Inus goes all the way to the goal line. Is he in?
Nope, just outside.
No, he's out inside the 5.
1 yard line.
They snapped it to the up man, Paxton Anderson, who tried to throw it over the middle, and it was picked off by Brian Innes, the senior. And boy, he almost, he tried his hardest to get down to the end zone, but instead he's out at the 1.
I checked for an instant replay, and we got the backside of Coach Haydenfeld.
Grinnell picks up their 6th interception of the season, 6th turnover forced of the season.
Which that does put us in the red zone, I believe.
It's Innes' first interception of the season here in the Pauly Eyes red zone. Here we go, down at the 2-yard line. Harsheim's under center, gives it up to Wrangler. Wrangler pushes the pile forward and scores. Touchdown, Grinnell from 2 yards out. It's easy when your defense puts you on the front doorstep. There is a injured Marion player down on the field. That's number 18, Noah Fisher. So he'll be tended to. Grinnell extends the lead 13-0 off the Brayan Innes interception. Boy, what a play.
I'll tell you what, while we got a minute here, let's give a shout out to everyone who's watching us on the stream. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you're new to Grinnell football and you'd like to see more, or any of our Grinnell sports, we use the same YouTube channel for everything. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you join us every time we go live on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Also a shout out to everyone who is listening on the Tiger Radio Network and KGRN. Thank you for joining us And as always, we're bringing to you great Tiger football.
Grinnell's defense playing tough tonight. I'm going to work this into a transition. You know what else is tough? Firestone tires are tough. Let's talk about Firestone real quick. Firestone, one of our top sponsors here. Check out Grinnell Firestone on 2026 6th Avenue here in Grinnell. Save instantly when you buy 2 or more eligible Bridgestone or Firestone tires. $300 off all eligible AD, IF, and VF radial tires and Bridgestone radials. Make sure to check everything out at Grinnell Firestone this
And
fall
you know,
season.
for all the farmers that may be listening or watching, hopefully they're not watching while they're doing their field work. This is kind of the ag appreciation time.
Tyler Costo puts it through. 17 of 17 on the year. 14-0. Grinnell leads over Marion. We'll be back in 30 seconds for more Grinnell Tiger football.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. 3:13 to go here in the first quarter. Grinnell leads 14-0 over Marion. Josh Ringler, 2 rushing touchdowns so far, one from about 75 yards out, one from 2 yards out. Set up by the Brian Innes interception off the fake punt by Marion, returned all the way down to the 2. Grinnell looking good early, as we're going to have a flag immediately off the kick. Grinnell's going to be called for a false start or offsides. We'll see what the call is. Tigers defensively have been stout in the 2 drives they've been out on the field, but penalty like this, slight mistake. They had the unnecessary roughness call, the holding call, still a couple things Grinnell wants to clean up. And, I mean, beat Oskaloosa, all things considering, good win last week, 28-0, but a game where Coach Haydenfeld felt that could have played better.
Could have had some improvement in that second half.
Definitely turned the ball over a couple times. Trying to put out a statement here. They know that obviously the RPI is not in their favor. They are not favored in their last 2 games against Pella and Newton. But you got to give yourself a chance, and that involves trying to get a win tonight and go 3-0 in the district. So they'll try this again from the 35-yard line. Costow boots this thing way back. It's picked up by Tyler Pierce. Pierce makes one man miss, and Tyler Pierce makes his way up down to the 30, about the 29-yard line. That's where Marion will set up shop on offense with Stearns and company.
Looks like that was number 5. Is that Benny Cabanzo? The stop there?
So Stearns tonight missed yet to grab a completion. Grinnell's defense been pretty stout. He's overthrown a couple guys, missed that slant route earlier. In the backfield, they've kind of been running with a couple different backs. Colton Taylor's been back there. Landon Tilkis sometimes in the backfield. And speaking of that, Tilkis is in the backfield here. Stearns is going to go under center. They got Colton Taylor off left tackle to the left on 1st down and 10 from the 30. Here's Tilkis on the counter. Going to get stood up. Grinnell's defense right there. They're going to blow the whistle before Tilkis hits the ground, and maybe a gain of about half a yard. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, Grinnell, I mean, it's pretty much a body on body right when he gets to the line of scrimmage. 2:45 to go here in the first quarter. Grinnell leading 14-0 here in this 3A district matchup. 4A District 4. See, I still, in my mind, Grinnell's still a 3A school. 2nd and 10 for the Wolves. They go 1 wide receiver out way right, 1 to the left. Colton Taylor is the back. They hand off to him. Taylor on the end arounds, actually going to pick up a couple. Now Taylor on the right side, all the way down to about the 48-yard line. Got a really good block off the right side. Whoever came in for Grinnell's line went after Stearns. They fell for the fake. And Colton Taylor, the talented sophomore running back, gets a couple. Good blocking downfield here on our Clarity Eye Care replay. Taylor, just a sophomore, 198 yards, 1 touchdown, 9 receptions, 60 yards this year. Very impressive. Marion's got to like what they have out of number 26. Clock ticks under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Wolves have it at the 49, their own 49. Handoff again. Tilkis up the middle. Gets a couple past the 50 into Grinnell territory. Gain of about 4. Marion, a team, picked up a win over Center Point Urbana. Their only win of the year was Center Point Urbana, 21-12. Lost to Davenport North, Mason City, and Pella. Only scored 6 points combined in those 3 games. Fell short to Clear Creek Urbana last week, 35-13. They're in the middle of a 2-game road stretch here. A little bit further of a drive east this time, or west, I should say. 2nd and 5. Stearns is under center with Taylor in the backfield. They go a handoff sweep to Tilkis, and Landon waited a little bit to cut, but eventually gets upfield and is going to be short of the marker by about 3 yards. Be 3rd down and short here. Should be the last play of the quarter upcoming for Marion. Marion starting to put a couple exotic looks in the backfield, trying to get Grinnell and the linebackers thinking a little bit. As does look like they'll be able to run one more play here before we hit the end of the quarter. But Marion also seems like they're probably going to wait and take a timeout to think this one over. Timeout is taken with 16 seconds to go in the quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, more Grinnell Tiger football coming up.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Marion takes a timeout here with 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 3rd down and 3 from the Grinnell 44. You'd assume it's 4-down territory. Marion tried to fake a punt earlier tonight and was intercepted. So we'll see what they try to do here. Stearns will go under center. Taylor is fullback to the left of the tackle, and Tilkis is in the backfield here on 3rd down and 3. They fake it to Taylor, and they go to Tilkis, and Tilkis is stood up right at the line of scrimmage, actually going to lose about half a yard. Grinnell did not fall for the fake, and it's a loss of about a half a yard. And it's 4th down and short for Marion.
And they'll let the clock run out.
That'll do it for the end of the first quarter. We will take a break. Take about a 1-minute break, and when we come back, more Tiger football. They lead 14-0 over Marion. We'll be right back.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to try church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck Tigers.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Second quarter ready to get going, brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm. Marion brings on the punt team from their own 45-yard line. They've already faked one punt tonight. Landon Tilkis standing back at his own 40. Kellen Harder back to receive for Grinnell at the 10. See what Marion does here.
They will punt. Better punt this time for Tilkus. Kellen Harder calls fair catch, and the catch is made at about the 10-yard line. Grinnell's offense will set up shop. Well, 75 yards on a touchdown run by Josh Ringler. Offense starting to roll. Then they get it inside the 2. So, I mean, we've seen the offense a little bit, but heavy dosage of the passing game.
Good showing by the defense, though. I mean, to make that stop and get the interception to get us in position for that second score.
So Grinnell will set up the offense here. First down and 10, actually at the 11-yard line is what they're going to call it. Got 2 wide receivers out to the far right side of the field. Josh Ringler is the back. Start things out here in the second quarter. Harside fakes, throws over the middle, and the RPO works. Grinnell's going to be close to a first down. It is an Edward Jones first down.
Got a flag out there.
There's another flag right at the back near the line of scrimmage. Possible ineligible receiver downfield. We'll just have to see with an RPO. And it is. So an ineligible receiver downfield, Jared Wickwire. And with the RPI, Eddie was just slightly, maybe waited just a little too long to throw it, but lineman has to stay at a certain point, and that backs Grinnell up.
Yeah, once you step, I think it's a 3-yard area there, so.
Backs him up a couple. It'll be first down at 15 from the 6. Grinnell spreads everybody out. Here on this near side, 2 wide receivers. Ringler gets the call on first down, moves his way to the right side, and maybe gets 1 or 2. Tough play calling spot here for Grinnell, down buried inside their own end zone. Gonna give him 2. Field position game, obviously not a bad decision for Marion to punt. You know, if you can keep Grinnell back there, it forces them to punt back.
Yeah, make them play the whole field in order to get a touchdown. So, unfortunately, Grinnell's had a couple big runs to put them down the field pretty quickly.
Marion trying to tighten things down here on defense. Second down and 13 here. They hand this one off to the near side. Can't quite tell who it is. There's a rip down from the arm. That was number 8, Elijah Mahoney, who got picked up by the arm and dragged down very quickly.
Someone definitely had a good grab there.
Don't think he got in. He might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. It's third down and 13. With 10.5 to go in the second quarter. Mahoney came from his wide receiver spot, was able to come to this near sideline. Well, what's the play call here? Third down and 13 for Grinnell.
I think they might take a shot.
At their own 8-yard line. And Harsheim tries to get Marion to jump. Instead, Grinnell jumps themselves as Jared Wickwire got a head start. That's his second penalty of the drive.
That's going to put them half the distance if I count them correctly.
Starts getting to be a tough territory for punting if you're Grinnell. Buried back in your own end zone. See if Grinnell can get any movement here to try to at least bump out of the end zone. They're on their own 4-yard line on third down. Here's the handoff to Josh Ringler. He busts this thing out to the near side. Gets through a couple tackles, and he's going to actually come close. The wide receiver that was out blocking in front, that was Jake Van Coppernol, he was gone. Would have had a chance to get another blocker, but Josh gives him a little bit of extra breathing room, and Grinnell will punt.
Yeah. At least, I mean, maybe punting from the goal line, but at least it's better than standing in the end zone punting away.
Josh got a good chunk back. Fourth down and 6 will be the call, so they'll be punting from the 15-yard line. Matthew Daniger will be back to receive the punt for Marion as Grinnell gets this one away. It's a line drive. Takes a hop, inbounds, and does its job. It goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line of Marion.
Good punt.
Yeah, not bad at all. And the Marion offense will come back out. Grinnell's defense has been really strong so far in this one.
Yeah, basically, you're calling that a 57-yard.
Came in averaging 29 yards per punt. Holes did. Wolves will trot back out on offense. Kind of a multiple running back look for Marion so far tonight. Tilkis has had a couple good carries, but between him and London Taylor just kind of spreading the load as Landon is the back. And he's a tall back, mind you, 6'3" for a running back. Stearns hands off to Tilkis, and Landon stood up, maybe a yard at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Jack Gallagher, first one in there, and he wasn't letting go. Had the opportunity to interview Jack Gallagher this past week as a homecoming candidate. Excellent young man, good character, loves football.
See what you want out of someone that's going to be on the D-line, always hitting people. 15 seconds on the play clock here. Now Marion will run in the play here with Stearns. And they just have 10 seconds, so they're going to have to hurry up here. Stearns under center, and Tilkis is the back. 3 seconds, 2 seconds on the play clock. They do get it off in time. Landon gets the call on second down. And again, gets past a couple tacklers, but Grinnell stood up. Going to get a couple, though. About 3 yards. 2 or 3, it'll be third down.
Number 25 was the first initial hit in there.
Corbin Whittam, sophomore. Grinnell's got, I mean, they have senior leaders and a couple seniors, but quite a few sophomores and juniors mixed in.
One thing I'd like to see is a little bit more get below the waist, stop them, knock them down. You know, you're hitting them high and you're standing them up, waiting for 3 or 4 other people to finish it off. Put the stick on them right away and make a good tackle.
They're down at 7, Marion from their own 46, trying to get Grinnell to jump. Stearns hands off this time to Hendricks, and Hendricks hits the hole. Logan Hendricks down the middle of the field, all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big run for Logan Hendricks, the sophomore running back, hit the hole. Good blocking. Marion first down and 10 in Grinnell territory.
Number 4, Camden Harns, I believe. Is that number 4?
Yep.
And who else is back there? Cameron Gosling on kind of the touchdown-saving tackles there.
Great cut by Logan Hendricks. Got right through the hole and found his way upfield. Now he moves to a sort of tight end position. They put Taylor back in the backfield for Colton. Stearns, late fake handoff to Colton Taylor, and he is stood up. I couldn't tell the first Grinnell Tiger that was there, but it was a little bit of a delayed handoff, and Taylor got it.
Number 9?
Probably going to be Trent Holes, the junior, in on there. A DB making the play. They're not going to give him a yard, so it'll be second down and 10. Most likely 4-down territory here for Marion. Marion, a team that they'll get that play clock down to about 5 seconds.
And you know what's crazy is usually when you're a team that's trailing, you kind of want to get the most out of it so you can keep going. But it's kind of odd that they're taking it down to the last second, just like they did again.
Handoff again. I believe this is Hendricks. Hendricks is just pushing the pile. He's actually going to get a couple. Push the pile down the middle of the field. It's third down upcoming and about 6 for Marion.
Look like
everybody untangles themselves from the pile.
In there, and Josh Ringler coming up off the bottom.
Again, you got to believe 4-down territory here. 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Grinnell leads Marion 14-0 here on homecoming, but Marion driving here in the Grinnell 24-yard line now. Stearns under center. And Hendricks is the back. Play action fake. Here's Stearns going to roll out. It's got a wide open Colton Taylor who falls out of bounds. Had a lot of running room, but Colton trips, and he's going to be short of the marker by a couple.
He kind of hit that outside flat, and he didn't get the opportunity to turn up. I don't know if it's just his momentum was taking him, but
big play for the Grinnell defense coming up. 4th down and 4. Marion at the 22 of Grinnell. Tigers trying to get off the field defensively, kind of help the offense a little bit here and get good field position, at least to start a drive. What's the calls? 4th down and 4. Only 3 seconds left on the play clock, and Marion's going to call a timeout. Coach Michael Joyner, not enough time on it, so Timeout is called. We'll take a break, and when we come back, more Grinnell Tiger football. 30 seconds on the other side.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Polly-I's Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at pollyi'sgrinnellia.com. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. That's a good Joey Polly-I commercial. We need a Where in the World is Joey Polly-I instead of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. That's what we need.
Joey does a great job of social media networking.
His acting sides really come out here.
We love it. Love it, love it, love it.
4th down and 4. Marion has it at the Grinnell 22. So driving, but they are going for it.
And speaking, if you're a Marion guest, and Polly-I's will be closed, but the cheddar biscuit crab cake pizza is back for 2 weeks on special, as Joey advertised out through the homecoming game or homecoming parade.
Logan Hendricks off right tackle here on 4th down and 4. Stearns back to throw, looking, fires over the middle, overshoots his intended receiver on a slant crossing pattern, and Marion does not convert on 4th down and 4. Grinnell's defense holds strong. Pass was over the intended receiver.
Yeah, defended well there by Kellen, and I think he saw when the ball went high to keep his hands down. You put yourself in a danger zone there, a pass interference, but he was able to keep his hands back off the side.
Well, Grinnell's first offensive drive, you score in the first 2 minutes, 75-ish yard run for Josh Ringler for the touchdown. You get the pick inside the 2, but Grinnell's offense sputtered just a little bit here, trying to get things rolling with just over 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Benny Kaponzu gets the carry going to the near side. Kaponzu cuts up field and has the first down with ease. First down plus about 5. Kaponzu outran at least 2 Marion defenders to get to the edge, and that's an Edward Jones first down. Kid's fast.
He is fast. You know, there's quite a few kids that 4 of them that ran on the track team last year on the 4x1 and 4x2, actually 3 of them. All are playing on this football team.
And it's worth noting, most people, Ringler is the back, but when he subs out, guess who's right back in? I mean, It's a really tough 1-2 punch. First down 10 from the 36. Harsheim, play action fake. Now he goes to Ringler in the flat. Now Josh hits the ground and falls down. Maybe got a yard.
He come over his shoulder with that ball and didn't quite get it in front of him. So then you got to get your feet tangled out and put down and start running upfield. So unfortunate there for Josh.
It was a play action fake, and like he said, dropped down in the flat. And just not enough there, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Didn't end up giving him anything. From their own 36, Grinnell puts 3 wide receivers here on this near side. Harsheim back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Eddie forced out of the pocket, and down he goes. Going to lose about a yard on the sack. Picked up in the backfield by, I believe that was Brandon Hatfield, the senior out of Marion. Brandon this year, that's his 3rd sack of the year. 26 total tackles for the senior. Eddie got flushed out, couldn't quite get away.
Yeah, I get a little bit scared. Eddie doesn't like to tuck that ball right in there. You even see the good NFL quarterbacks that let it hanging out there, and they still fumble it. So lesson learned is if you're going to start running the ball, bring the ball in tight and put your hand over the crown of the ball.
Harsheim, just a junior, trying to improve every week. They bring a man in motion here on 3rd down. Harsheim back to throw, feels the pressure, steps up in the pocket, fires on the run. He's got a man right down the middle of the seam, all the way down to the 41-yard line. First down, Cameron Goslink. Edward Jones first down, and give all the credit to Eddie Harsheim. Felt the pressure, stepped up in the pocket, and throws a dart over the middle. And Cameron Goslink takes it all the way down to the Marion 40.
I tell you what, stayed pretty darn composed on that too. Let's catch up the end of it here.
Clarity eye care replay.
Nice catch right there. Turns up the field.
Eddie got hit as he threw as well. So good job by the quarterback to stay in there. Then Grinnell puts 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ringler gets the call on first down, breaks 1 tackle off the right side, and barrels forward for a couple. It's hard to bring him down on first contact. Wears the same number as Wyatt Hunter. runs like Wyatt Hunter. We were talking about that today before we came here.
Take a look here. Josh becoming right at us. Stutz puts his head down. Nice hit there.
Grinnell down to the Marion 37, 3:19 to go here before the end of the half. If Grinnell has it their way, they milk this thing all the way down. Marion does get the ball to start the second half. 3 wide receivers to the left of the formation, 1 to the right. Harsheim back to throw on first down. Eddie's going to look down the middle of the field. In stride, touchdown! Kellen Harder down the seam. About a 38-yard touchdown pass. And boy, Eddie Harsheim put it right on the money as Kellen Harder just snuck right in through the coverage. Take a look at the replay. Good presence by Eddie to throw down the middle, and Harder, he's just in between defenders. And Grinnell strikes again to make it 20-0. Tyler Kostow will line up for the PAT. Snap hold. Kick is blocked. Blocked by Marion, and it is the first missed PAT of the year for Tyler Kostow. 20-0 though. Grinnell and Kellen Harder strike up on the big touchdown throw. 20-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds here listening to Grinnell and watching Grinnell Tiger football.
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports live stream network. Grinnell leads over Marion 20-0. Missed PAT off the block for Tyler Kostow, but it's a 35-yard touchdown pass from Eddie Harsheim to Kellen Harder. It's Kellen's 3rd touchdown reception of the year, and it has Grinnell up 20-0. Kostow will line drive this kick back to Tyler Pierce, who takes it at about his own 5-yard line. Pierce will work his way down this near sideline, break a couple tackles. Still fighting forward. It gets all the way down to about the 34, 33-yard line. Well, the defense looks really solid. Offense clicking, all things considering. Good first drive there. We'll see if Grinnell can keep things rolling here defensively. Big part of the game. Obviously, Josh Ringler, big touchdown run, but that fake punt interception by Rayan Inus returned all the way down to the 2, definitely helped Grinnell out. Taylor off to the left. Hendricks is the back. Logan gets the call on first down and not going to get a ton. Grinnell swarms in to make the tackle, about a yard gained. If you're Marion, this is a big spot. Trying to go downfield to score. You get the ball back at halftime.
Yeah, at least the best opportunity is to get something on the board. Give you a little bit of momentum.
Urgency might be running up here. Wolves only have 1 timeout left, though. They used one near the end of the first quarter. Used another when the play call was a little late getting in, so.
Also want to give a shout out to Kurt's Collision Center for our sponsorship of our scoreboard up there in the top left-hand corner.
Stearns fakes the handoff to Tilkus, and now he goes to Colton up the middle. There is a very late flag coming in. Most likely going to be face mask. We'll wait and see here.
Catanzo got him down on the feet right there.
It'll be 3rd down and short. 3rd down about 3 if the flag is picked up. It's
not really
going to
seeing
be
any movement, any direction by either team. They're all kind of just sitting waiting.
All 3 of the 4 officials meeting together and chatting. Face mask on Grinnell, and I think 63. They got it on Jacob Burnett. So that's 2 flags on Burnett tonight. That's 2 flags on Wickwire. Penalties not costing Grinnell, but definitely something that you're going to keep an eye out on. That moves the ball all the way to the Grinnell 45-yard line for Marion with 2 minutes left. Almost, or 2:01, I should say. Marion runs Stearns always under center. They always have one player off the right tackle. This time it's Tilkus, and now it's Taylor in the backfield. Stearns will go back to throw. He's got a man down the left side. It is incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Tyler Pierce. Someone for Grinnell was in coverage and might have gotten a hand on it.
Yeah, I think it was a good wait there by Grinnell because they saw the ball coming down. As soon as it dropped down above the waistline, then they went ahead and made their attack because it's almost deemed an uncatchable ball then, or they're not going to get called for that PI.
It's not a bad throw by any means by Stearns. Lucas put it on the money.
Nice shot there by Marion. I full understanding why you're going for it.
And all being, Pierce did have Grinnell's DB beat. 2nd down and 10 from the 45. They fake the handoff to Tilkus, and Taylor nowhere to go. Those fakes not quite working. Grinnell's kind of been all over him. Now Coach Haydenfeld calls his first timeout of the ball game. It'll be 3rd down and 10 with 1:36 to go. I like this call. He's staying aggressive. We'll take a quick 30-second break for this timeout. When we come back, it'll be 3rd down and 10 for Marion. You're listening to Grinnell Tiger Football.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. 3rd down and 10 here. Grinnell gets aggressive here with a timeout call. Marion ball in Grinnell territory at Grinnell's 45-yard line, but Grinnell says, I think we can still get the ball back here. It's 20-0. Tigers lead over the Wolves here in the first half. Blake Walker, Dan Walker with you here. Lori Walker on camera. We haven't said that all night. We got to get that in there.
Cody Flowers down
important.
On the field
Cody
camera,
Flowers down there.
Giving us instant replays.
Got to stay on top.
Close-ups.
I haven't been keeping track, but I'm sure my mom has not missed a camera angle tonight as the Hawkeyes are not playing this evening. 3rd down and 10 for the Wolves. Stearns under center. He's going to pitch it to Tilkus. Landon tries to get to the edge, and he's not going to get much. Maybe a yard. Ringler was in there. Kapanzu was in there. Timeout is taken by Coach Haydenfeld.
Jack Gallagher will stay right here with it.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and no doubt that you're going to see a punt here, most likely from the Wolves, on 4th down and 10. When they faked it, it was about 4th and 5, something like that. But that was deep in their own territory.
Yeah, I just don't think that you could take the chance of airing it out and then putting Grinnell with, a minute 29 left on the clock. That's quite a bit of time the way that Grinnell's been attacking. So I think they are going to punt it away. If they do take a shot, I guess you open it up. That could be a pick that hopefully you have good coverage to make the tackle.
Arm punts. Could arm punt. You never know. If you get a call, it might help you out. So 1:29 to go. 4th and 9. Marion will see what they do. It's ball at the 44 here.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us on the stream tonight. Good group of people out there. I like the likes you've been giving us, so hopefully you do like what you're seeing and hearing tonight.
See what they do here. They're going for it. Worst thing you do is if you throw it deep, you might have an interception. Tyler Pierce and Matthew Daniger are the 2 wide receivers out to the far left side. They have Tilkus here lined up off right tackle. Taylor is the back. Stearns back to throw. He's looking downfield. He's got a man. It's caught. Down, all the way down to the secondary by Matthew Daniger. Big first down for Marion.
Really nice throw and really nice catch by Marion.
It was a throw out to the far sideline by Stearns. He gave him Daniger, the wide receiver, just enough placement to be able to get to the left side and make the catch. Matthew makes the grab, and it's 1st down and 10 down to the 24, so Grinnell's timeouts will not come in to help them. And actually, Marion says, we'll take it. Minute 7 to go here. The ball did stay in bounds, so clock will be ticking when they move there, the first down marker. Stearns back to throw again on first down. This time he goes to the opposite end zone. One-on-one in the end zone, and it's broken up. Really well done at the corner position. They tried for Daniger again.
Yeah, and, the big difference there, Kellen Harder, he had him on his back, and he was playing the front side of the ball.
He was like a box out. He's boxing out like he's going for a rebound. Kellen played it perfectly. Didn't go for the pick, just went for the bat down. So they're picking on Kellen here. It'll be second down and 10 from the 56 as Marion's trying to open up the passing game here late in the going of the first half. Ball was thrown right to the end zone. It was going to be right down at about either the 1-yard line or in the end zone. Second and 10. Stearns will pass again, looking over the middle, now to the far side. He overshoots his intended receiver, Daniger, again. There were 2 Tigers in the vicinity, but it was overthrown as he went to the far corner here on this near side.
Actually, Kellen Harder was closest to the ball.
Marion has not attempted a field goal this season, so I doubt we're going to see anything. Or they have, excuse me. Landon Tilkus is 0 for 1 this year. 50 seconds to go here in the first half. And Coach Joyner says, let's think about this a second, so he'll take a timeout. Let's take a 30-second break with them. Rest of your first half coming up on Grinnell Tiger Football.
Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings, so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com, and let's get started today.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Grinnell leading Marion 20-0. It's third down and 10. Marion has it at the Grinnell 24-yard line with 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Wolves trying to get on the board here. They do get the ball to start the second half. So Coach Joyner and his team have now taken all their timeouts. Undoubtedly 4-down territory for Marion. Pierce and Daniger, the 2 wide receivers to the right side here, near side. Stearns back to throw. He's got 2 choices. There is a flag down. The ball was batted at the line of scrimmage, but there is a flag down in the backfield.
Looked like a holding on this on this near side towards us.
Isaac Miller, sophomore lineman, 6'4", 220. Keep an eye out on that name as he gets older. He gets called on the penalty on the hold, so that'll back him up. So 3rd and 20. Backs him up to the 34-yard line here. Makes 4-down territory tough for Marion. And really just have had 2 wide receiver options. It's either Tyler Pierce or Matthew Daniger. So Grinnell's pretty much had 4 guys cover 2 guys.
Good coverage on 2 guys.
I'm kind of waiting for Marion to maybe sneak one out here at the backfield or maybe try something. They got a lot of guys up on the line of scrimmage. Taylor's back there, and they got 1 right, 1 left. 3rd down and 20. They just hand off to Tilkus. Landon trying to get to the edge and goes down. Was he inbounds? Yes, he was. Clock will keep ticking, and realistically, Marion can just take this thing all the way down to the half if they want, as 3 seconds separate game clock and play clock.
Yeah, good defense there on that side. Camden Harns and Jack Gallagher sealed the edge and made their linebackers come up. They're going to actually go for a field goal.
What are we looking at here? About 40? Hard to tell from here. But Marion's trying a field goal.
So a 43-yard field goal.
43-yard field goal. Tilkus lines it up, low line drive, and misses to the left. There will be 3 seconds left on the clock, as that one didn't have the height. Might have had the distance, but just not enough height. Turnover on downs. 20-0. Grinnell leads, 3 seconds to go. See if Grinnell just knees this out and takes us to the locker room. Marion is putting guys way back at the 50 just in case.
I don't even know if I'd risk it. Opportunity for a pick. We saw this in the freshman game.
Yeah, Grinnell's lining up in kneeling formation here. First down and 10. Harsheim will take the knee. That will do it for the end of the first half. 20-0. Grinnell leads over Marion. Little couple things still working on, but still trying to get everything shaped out. Grinnell still a half football left to be played. Going to try to finish things out here in the second half. 20-0, they lead over Marion. We're going to take a 6-minute break. When we come back, more here from halftime at TT Cranny.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Polly-I's Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at pollyi'sgrinnellia.com. Go Tigers!
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers!
Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com and let's get started today.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to try church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee, cappuccino, and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck, Tigers.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. This is our halftime show. We'll give a shout out to our sponsors before we get started here. Brought to you by Poly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, Proline Building Company, Weldon Drywall, Latitude Signage and Design, Mayflower Community Homes, Mahaska Communications, The Dairy Barn, Prairie Lakes Church, Wagon Wheels West, SNS Electric, U80 Point Grinnell Hospital, Family Dentistry, Grinnell State Bank. Also brought to you by Grinnell Firestone, Mindy Hall's Exit Realty, Simulcast on KGRN 1410, Corey Hall Photography, and our scoreboard's brought to you by Kurt's Collision Center. A couple special mentions. Brent Nickel State Farm takes care of our quarter sponsors. Edward Jones, our first downs, and Edward Jones also on our timeouts. Instant replays are brought to you by Clarity Eye Care. The Red Zone is brought to you by Poly Eyes, and our game day football is brought to us by Quick Visit Urgent Care. So again, thank you to all those sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to bring this game to you for free. So if anything, you want to give a thumbs up just for the sponsors and let them know that you appreciate them bringing this game to you. So, Blake, good game starting out.
Yeah, Grinnell leads Marion 20-0. Grinnell 3-3 on the season, trying to move to 4-3, trying to stay undefeated in the district. A district that right now could get interesting. Clear Creek Amanda just trails Newton by 4 at halftime, 14-10. Pella leads Oskaloosa 27-0. 20-0 is our score here. Grinnell was able to jump out early, 75-yard touchdown run by Josh Ringler on the opening drive. Grinnell would then get an interception by Inus, the linebacker, who picked off a fake punt throw by Marion, returned it all the way down to the 2-yard line. Josh Ringler was able to then finish out the drive from 2 yards out. And then a drive just before the end of the half. Eddie Harsheim using the passing game a little bit, stepping up in the pocket, looked pretty matured. One of the best drives I've seen from him all season in the time I've been able to watch. He hits Kellen Harder down the seam, right down the seam for 35 yards. Grinnell's PAT is blocked by the Wolves. 20-0 is our score.
And that drive there started out with Cameron Goslink with a nice slant right across the middle, picked them up and had good poise and just set things in motion to go from there.
Marion has tried a couple different looks in the backfield. They've tried a couple different handoffs. Grinnell has really not been stopped, or really has not been slowed by any of it, just kind of waiting on unofficial stats. Jeremy's kind of been tweeting them out. Rushing, Lucas Stearns has 1 rush for 26 yards. Colton Taylor has 6 for 19. Tilkis has 6 carries for 16 yards. Logan Hendricks, 1 of 1. And then passing, Stearns is just 2 of 10 for 22 yards and an interception. He was the one who threw the pick when they threw it. Matthew Daniger has 1 catch for 20 yards, and Colton Taylor has 1 catch for 2 yards. For Grinnell, Josh Ringler, unofficially, 7 carries for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. Benny Caponzu, 3 carries for 13 yards. Eddie Harsheim is 2 of 2 for 10 yards so far. Elijah Mahoney, 1 carry for 0 yards. Harsheim, who has kind of struggled on passing this year, he's 4 for 4, 61 yards and a touchdown. Kellen Harder, 2 catches, 36 yards total. Cameron Gosling has 1 catch for 25 yards. Josh Ringler, same thing, caught the ball in the flat for a catch and did not fall forward or fell down and didn't get enough. Unofficial first half team stats: Grinnell 130 yards rushing, Marion 62. Grinnell with 61 passing yards in the air, Marion with 22. Grinnell 191 total yards, and the Wolves with just 84. 6 first downs for the Tigers, 5 for Marion. Grinnell has 0 turnovers, Marion has 1. And one that's going to stand out for Grinnell: Marion has 1 penalty, Grinnell has 6. So
yeah, and the penalties for Grinnell have stuck them in the wrong time. Put us in we had a kickoff that got returned, and didn't get returned by them, but got brought back because of a penalty. We had a face mask penalty, a couple holds, unnecessary roughness. So those are the type of things that I'm sure in the half that Coach Haydenfield's got to recover from that. Tell them that this is where we could be if we stay and we play a good game. So that's always a tough thing when you're sitting there talking about when you got 20 points on the board and your opponent's only sitting at 0. But you have to break it down, because if you don't, they're going to come right back out the second half and do it again. So it's always a tough conversation. Kids always hate to have coach say, "What are you yelling at us for? We're winning 20-zip." But
Grinnell marching band out on the field. It is a beautiful night for football. I think we got to be closing in on at least 62, 61, 60 degrees. Another good night for football across the state of Iowa as we are in Week 7, Week 8, and Week 9 right around the corner. Before you know it, Grinnell's going to be in the hunt for a possible playoff spot as the weeks continue. Got to take care of business tonight, then we'll look ahead to the next couple weeks. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and when we come back, should be closing in on a second half of football. Grinnell leads Marion 20-0. You're listening and watching to the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. We'll be right back. Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee, cappuccino, and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for dairy.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to try church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Still about 6 minutes to go here in halftime. Grinnell leads over Marion 20-0 is your score. Grinnell 3-3 on the season. Still a couple more games ahead, looking ahead for what Grinnell's got left. They're big ones. What else can you say? They go to Newton next week to H.A. Lynn Stadium. Going to be a tough one. Newton 5-1. They lead 14-10 over Clear Creek Amana, one of the highest scoring offenses in the state. Caden Klein, their quarterback, is one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Iowa. And then they come back home. We won't look ahead, take guesses what happens, but they have a big one at home on senior night to end it. The Pella Dutch come to town. Your defending state runner-ups in Class 4A. Pella comes to town. Emmanuel Deere is one of the top running backs in the state, a Pella team that quarterback play, not their strongest. They have had games that they just can't score the ball, but their defense is what wins them ball games. A couple times this year, they've only had to score 13, heck, even 10 points to win ball games. But like we've said, it's right out in front of you. Grinnell would love to have the Cedar Rapids-Washington game back. There's no doubt about that. But you just got to play it by game, and Grinnell, it's pretty simple. Just win.
Exactly. And, you know, the Pella Dutch have not been here, I think 4 years or 5 years.
It's been a while
since Pella's played here. I think it was 5 years ago we actually played Pella there, and we knocked Pella off.
6-0 in the 2020 season. Yep,
and we were able to go ahead and advance on to play Xavier at Xavier, and then lost that game.
Yep.
But you know, the Pella's, that's the first win against Pella in many years.
Probably 2012, 2013,
so
something like that.
Every time we talk about Pella, it's a rival game for the Grinnell Tigers, and
Newton is too. I mean, Newton and Grinnell do not get along. I mean, when I was in high school, and even when Tyler was playing basketball, I mean, Grinnell stormed the court after we beat Newton in basketball just because they don't like each other. But it's like you said earlier about Marion. We don't see these teams very often anymore. Grinnell has unfortunately been stuck with playing Keokuk, Fairfield, Washington. They have been sent to the far southeastern corner of the state. Now they've kind of worked their way back in. They're playing a lot of these metro teams.
Yeah, this is the first time that Grinnell's had a district that they'll have to drive over an hour to get there.
Yep.
Literally.
So it's worked out well, but you know, Grinnell's got a lot to look forward to. Got to take care of business tonight and can't look ahead. You got 2 big games coming up, but you just play them by ear. All right, we are going to take one more break, 2-minute break, and when we come back, second half of action here at TT Craney Field coming up. Grinnell leads over Marion 20-0. We'll be back. You're listening and watching to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology, while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck, Tigers.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Polly-I's Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at pollyi'sgrinnellia.com. Go Tigers!
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Both teams making their way back out on the turf, getting their final warm-ups in. Marion was on the field the whole time. They went over to the north end zone over in the corner and sat for their halftime. I think maybe every team should just do that, you know. Obviously, the last couple of years, been calling games up in the Metro. Obviously, they have these really nice fancy locker rooms, but it's like, what's wrong with just going to the end zones and just sitting and chat? There's really nothing wrong with that. Marion will get the ball to start in the second half here.
Well, some of the games I've done with you, they're like small college stadiums.
Yeah, well, yeah, that'll happen. But fun game of football so far tonight. Grinnell leads 20-0. See if I can get a couple more score updates from around the Metro or from around the state if anyone's putting in scores concerning Class 4A. ADM leads over Glenwood, who is ranked top 10 in the RPI, 38-3. Big win upcoming for ADM. What else we got? Nevada leads over Sadell, 56-0. Pella over Oskaloosa, 35-0. Fort Dodge over Storm Lake, 28-0. Newton over Clear Creek Amana, 14-10. Boone over Council Bluffs Jefferson, 13-12. Mount Pleasant over Keokuk, 23-14. Winterset over Williamsburg, 8-0. And that is all we got so far. Grinnell has been really good on the interior defensive line. That is really where Marion has tried to go. They haven't really tried to kick the ball outside. And all things considering, besides one completion, Grinnell's been pretty good in the pass defense category.
Yeah, I would say really good. The ability to stay out there and shuffle the people around, not getting themselves in a position where they possibly could put themselves out there for a pass interference. They're keeping their hands off, playing good defense on the backside of the catch. So, and for Marion's side of it, they come out. They've only had like a handful, 4 or 5 passes that they put in the receiver's hands that were catchable. So that always makes it a little bit easier too when you're trying to cover a ball out there. Especially we had quite a few that were overthrown 5 or 6 yards.
So Marion will receive here to start the second half of action. Marion in the white helmets, white jerseys, red bottoms. I just realized the Wolves logo is only on one side of the helmet for Marion. Pretty good crowd for the Wolves on hand here tonight. Really cool gesture. You probably couldn't see it on the live stream, and obviously if you're on radio, but Marion cheerleaders have a sign that they were holding a couple times earlier tonight. It says Carlisle Strong on it. Carlisle lost a student this past week in an accident, a senior, so really nice showing here by the Marion Wolves, especially for a school that is nowhere close to Carlisle. Realistically would have nothing to do with Carlisle, but really nice showing of sportsmanship and care from Marion here tonight. Grinnell wearing the all blacks, one of my favorite looks. I do like the black and orange. Black and orange pants looks great. We need to get the all oranges back. They've only worn them once.
Bring the orange crush out. They did do it for I believe the Mid-pregame.
Did they? Or the scrimmage. Yep.
The
Last time I remember it was when the derecho happened and we had to go to Marshalltown to play South Tama. Grinnell wore all orange.
I remember Dallas Saucer. His legs were too long. They had to put him in an oversized because his knees were hanging out the bottom of the pants.
Grayson Steffen and Tyler Pierce back to receive the kickoff as Tyler Costow will boot this one back away. Pierce will take it inside the 5 and down the center of the field where he is wrapped up by a couple Tigers down to about the 27-yard line. Offense comes back out. Marion, I think they were starting to figure a couple things out in the passing game. It's not their forte by any means, but we'll see what they want to do here, trailing 20-0, and obviously Grinnell's defense going to be challenged here.
Looked like Trenton Holes and Jack Gallagher in there on the first initial hit.
So the Wolves will set up at the 27-yard line. As Grinnell's defense will try to stand tall and replicate what they did in the first half. Logan Hendricks is the back here on 1st down and 10 for the Wolves. Taylor in motion all the way around. They hand off to Hendricks, and Logan going to get a couple. Again, Marion, one of those teams that will move a lot in the backfield, try to get the linebackers, everybody moving their eyes, keep them off guard.
Harms in there on the first hit coming off the flat side linebacker or the right side linebackers. We're looking at him, I guess.
Gain of about 2 off that left side. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Again, the Wolves, a team that will take the clock down, a team that likes to take their time, move the ball slow and steady, but like you talked about in the first half, how does it change? Now they're going to go pass. Stearns back to throw right over the fingertips of Matthew Daniger, who was open on a post route coming to this near side, but it went right through his fingertips. Might have gotten a couple more after
he
play.
almost hesitated too early to go up for it. The ball was just a little bit ahead.
Stearns right where it needed to be. Daniger just couldn't hang on. Not saying he would have taken it for 6, but he got behind the defense. That's one thing Grinnell's going to maybe look at on film. They've been beat a couple times tonight, and when you go to Newton next week, that is a high-powered offense that if you get beat, you're beat. Yeah, you're not in there. They're not going to overthrow. That's just who Caden Klein is as a quarterback. 3rd down and 8. Fake the handoff for a second and nowhere to go. Grinnell with Kapanzu and I believe Gallagher in there wraps down.
Take a quick look at
Colton
this
Taylor.
Instant replay. You see Benny Kapanzu's going to strike right across there on a stunt. Nice. Right there. Right behind the referee.
Grinnell's contain should be very proud. That was a very well contained play. Tilkus will be back to receive the punt at the 10, or his own 10, and it's Camden Harms standing at Grinnell's 40, 39-yard line ready to receive the punt. As Tilkus will boot this one away. His first punt of the night wasn't great. This one's going to work as that one muffed, but jumped on top of by Camden Harms. Luckily, Marion wasn't quite ready for a muff, and Grinnell catches a break as they will set up shop at the 45-yard line. Marion's 45.
Very fortunate that, sometimes you get those and they'll bounce off one side or the other. He's able to bring it in, restrain it down at his knees, and curl up on that fumble.
Grinnell rolling out substitutions here on 1st down. Kellen Harder jumped out of the huddle before they broke it, so it was legal. Grinnell has 2 guys up off the left side of the line of scrimmage. Josh Ringler on a wildcat goes nowhere. Going to lose about 1 or 2. That was broke. Something broke. Grinnell did not do what they were supposed to do on that play. Marion had immediate pressure on the near side, and Ringler didn't stand a chance in wildcat.
It's kind of a questionable tackle there on the very end.
Good job by Josh to get back close to the line of scrimmage. He only loses 1. 2nd down, 11. Harsheim, play action fake. He's going to check this one in the flat to Ringler off the far side, and Josh is not going to go anywhere. Great tackle by Logan Hendricks. They're not even going to gain or lose a yard. That play just not working like Grinnell wants it to in the flat. And it's 3rd and a long 11. 9:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Moving along, Grinnell leads 20-0 over Marion here on homecoming. See if Grinnell maybe pulls out a screen here. 3rd down and 11. It's not. Harsheim steps up in the pocket, throws a dart. Is it caught? I'm waiting for an official. Yes, it was caught. It's going to be 4th down and 1. I can't tell who that was.
Let's
at the
take a look
sticks.
at it here, right here.
It's hard to tell, but I think it was Kellen Harder. But it's 4th down and 1. And I tell you what, the way Grinnell's run the ball tonight, I mean, they have to go for it. They're averaging well over a yard per carry, so you just maybe give it to your guy and see what happens.
They got him in the Wildcat.
Yeah,
again.
Ringler is in the Wildcat. Now they put 2 guys to the right. Does this work this time? Ringler gets the call and has the first down. Piles forward for about 4 or 5. That time it worked. It's an Edward Jones first down for Grinnell. I thought maybe he was going to pass it. You just never know. There's a jump pass. You maybe sneak out the tight end from a leak.
Thank you to the brothers, Mark and Paul Colpin.
First down, new set of downs for Grinnell. Really haven't had any long drives. Grinnell's just kind of moved the ball downfield. They had the one from the 75-yard touchdown run. Hartsine back to throw. He's going to check this one short to Hobbs, and Keegan maybe about 1 or 2 down in the flat. Not a bad catch for the senior wide receiver, 5'11", 165, his first catch of the night.
Keeps it moving down the field a little bit.
It's his 5th reception of the year for Keegan. Also kind of on kickoff return duties. He was suited up tonight. I have not called his name. Brooks Vosberg, I believe it was a game-time decision. He suited up, but we haven't called his name. Harsheim, play-action fake. He's going to go to Hobbs down the left side and overshoots him by about 5 yards.
A little bit too much. I don't know if Eddie was getting excited on that one, but...
Checking on the far sideline. It's hard to see if I see a 17. But I have not called Vosberg's name, at least tonight, so the thought is he's probably out for this one.
Took a pretty hard hit in the Oski game.
3rd down and 8 from the 41.
He took a hard hit, but he had 3 interceptions.
Yeah. Grinnell only had 2 coming into the game. Ringler, handoff on 3rd and 8, puts his head down, still driving. He's pushed by Slagle and company. And is it going to be 4th and 1? I think it is. Maybe about half a yard. As he got a big push from behind, and Will Slagle was helping pull him along. And it once again is 4th and 1.
That's a beautiful thing there. Josh just squares his shoulders up and puts them down and knows how to use those pads to get through the next part of the line.
Harsheim going to bring the play back to the huddle. 15 seconds on the play clock here, 7:05 to go. 4th and 1 here. Grinnell has it on Marion's 34. Harsheim's going to go under center. They got Keaton Iverson in as a fullback somewhat. Ringler gets the call, has the first down, and Biles forward for a couple more. He found contact off the right side and has the Edward Jones first down. The drive continues for Grinnell. If you're Grinnell, it's kind of the thought process is we're just going to keep doing it until you stop it. But they have been working in a couple more passes. Obviously, Eddie, for Harsheim, it's you want to get that confidence back up a little bit. Had a couple turnovers last week.
Yeah, and the beginning of the year, Eddie, he kind of struggled a little bit. The passing game struggled, and every ball game it just keeps getting a little bit better and better. It's starting to become the second dimension part of this offense when you run a run-pass option.
Harsheim back to throw on a first down. He steps up in the pocket and throws a dart to Keegan Hobbs. First down, and once again, Eddie stays poised in the pocket. Take a look here on our Clarity Eye Care replay. The pocket collapses around him. He stays still, steps up, and fires right to Keegan Hobbs, who makes the grab for a first down all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well done by the junior quarterback. That's what I'm most impressed about tonight. Clearly has a lot of faith in his offensive line.
Yeah, and he has that stagger shuttle. So it kind of reminds me of, you don't see too many quarterbacks that are kind of play with that no fear on that side of things.
A lot of guys up on the line of scrimmage. Josh Ringler gets the call and barrels forward for a couple. They had one wide receiver way out left, one way out right. Everybody else was on the line of scrimmage as Grinnell just keeps running it on this drive, and the clock keeps going. 5:44 to go here in the third quarter.
Coach Haydenfield, he's told us many times after games in a post-game interview that, that's kind of his bread and butter. He likes the old ground and pound, Kind of the old Iowa football, stretch it out, use the clock up, and then throw your ultimate surprise out there in the pass play. And I think we're seeing that tonight.
Hobbs and Van Coppernol way out right, Harder way out left. Ringler, nope, Harsheim going to keep it himself. He fires to the back corner of the end zone and just kind of throws it away. Good decision, everybody was covered. Not a bad choice by Harsheim there. It brings up 3rd and 8.
Still like his patience. You know, he sit
yeah,
there.
I mean, he's going to wait. I mean, it wasn't really a slow mesh there with Ringler, but he's really good at being able to fake and pull back off the fake whenever he needs. I want to think this is possibly Tyler Costello field goal range here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 3rd and 8 from the 14. Harsheim fakes, now fires down to the corner of the end zone. It's caught. No, it's not. It's dropped. I thought it was caught. It was bobbled, and Cameron Gosling could not hang on. It was almost picked off. There was a Marion DB in the corner that just went over his hands, and I thought maybe Cameron could catch it off the bobble, but he dropped it. And Tyler Costello will line up for a field goal here. Looking at 27, 28-yard field goal, something like that. Marion gets everybody off. Costello, snap hold. Kick is...
There it is.
Good. First field goal of the year made for Tyler Costello. It's 23-0. Grinnell leads over Marion. We'll take a 30-second break. When we come back, more Tiger football.
Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings, so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com, and let's get started today.
Welcome back. Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Blake Walker, Dan Walker with you here. Good to be back here at Grinnell. We were talking about it. I wasn't really sure when the last game I called was. It definitely wasn't on a turf field, and it definitely wasn't up here on the second level of the press box. So that tells you all you need to know. But good to be back. Grinnell's having a fun one tonight. 23-0, leading over Marion. Still a lot of football left to be played. Can't settle down yet. They kind of slowed down in that Oski game in that second half, so I think Hayden Felt's going to want the team to stay up and running here.
Well, I think I shared with you back 2017. We did our first game off of an iPad out of this place.
Grayson Steffen and Tyler Pierce back to receive the kickoff, and Tyler Pierce will take it inside the 10. Pierce cuts this thing up to the far sideline and is wrapped down by a herd of Tiger defenders. About to the 21, 22-yard line, Marion will set up shop on offense. Punted away last time out. Grinnell's defense has just been really solid tonight. There's really no hyperboles about it. Everything else, they have just really put together a good football game. Pass defense has let a couple possibly go by, and Stearns has missed a couple throws. But other than that, at least interior-wise, Grinnell's got to be happy with what they've churned.
Yeah, I think, as you said, heads-up defense. And, you know, the interior line, you know, just being tough, and they haven't had any runs that kind of gone through the defensive ends on both sides, so that's a good job on that D-line.
First down and 10 from the 22. Taylor in motion. They go a handoff to Tilkus, and Landon runs right into a pile, and they blow it dead after he gets a couple.
So I always jinx myself when I give credit to defense line, but still, that's a 2.5, 3-yard carry.
It's just so interesting. Stearns will sometimes fake pitch, sometimes fake handoff. They'll delay on a counter. A lot of different kind of play calling there in the backfield. Coach Joyner's put together a pretty tough to scheme for offensive playbook. Closing in on 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Marion ball at their own 25-yard line. Quarterback Stearns under center, going to hand off to Tilkus again, and Landon maybe going to get 2 or 3.
Again, stood up right there. It looked like we did have a good penetration down the bottom. Josh Ringler in there. number 25 and number 9, Camden Harms, or Trenton Hole, excuse me.
Marion third down here. We'll see if they maybe open it up. Again, they've had a couple good looks in the passing game. Matthew Daniger with that one catch for about 25, 26 yards. See what Stearns can do here. They have Daniger and Pierce out to the near side. Tilks is the way back running back, and Taylor is up on the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 5, Stearns back to throw, checks down short to a wide open Tyler Pierce, who gets upfield all the way down to the 38-yard line. Sat in the flat, nobody had him covered. First down, Marion.
Yeah, checked out there by Trenton Holes, I believe, is who come up and finally got him down. Nice pass, though.
Pierce is holding his hand and his wrist. He is in some pain. And Tilk says, hey, man, you should probably go to the sideline. So he does. And Grayson Steffen will check
more
in.
Into his elbow.
Yeah,
like.
it's kind of something. Got tackled maybe a little bit differently. So now Steffen goes in on that wide receiver spot. He'll go out to the far side with another wide receiver. They go handoff up the middle. Ball's out. Grinnell says they have it. And they do.
Number 79.
Grinnell with the fumble recovery. They're going to give it to Drake Gogner. Big number 79, Drake Gogner. 6'1", 255 sophomore says, I found something. The handoff was a little late between Stearns and Taylor, and the ball dropped out on the ground, and Grinnell has got a turnover here inside Marion territory. They're going to have it at the 38-yard line.
And, you know, that's always that's one of those feelings of playing that defensive line all the years I did, that when you see that ball, it's like it's instant. It's like you have to react and be on top of it.
Harsheim.
Offsides on the far left.
Offsides. Flag fly before the play can start. Grinnell came into tonight, just forced 5 turnovers on the season. They've already forced 2, and that is the first fumble recovery, I think, or if you'd even call it forced fumble of the year.
I think the stats actually are for fumble recoveries favored Marion.
Yes, Marion had 9 fumbles recovered this year.
Let's see the call here.
Grinnell has 1. Disconcerting signals. Did we get a name pronunciation? We got Goffner. There you go.
Goffner.
Disconcerting signals in high school football. You ever seen that?
No.
Linebacker or something. Sometimes, I remember, was it last year they caught Iowa for when they do that thing on the line where the line shifts? I didn't see a line shift. It's something Marion must have said or said hike. I don't know. Grinnell gets 5 yards off of it. Harsheim play action fake. He's going deep. Far corner of the end zone. Just overshoots his intended receiver. That was Jake Van Coppernel. He kind of stopped, went. He had his man beat off the line of scrimmage, and he just missed it out in front of him. It was going to be a tough play anyway.
He did lead. I mean, he had the lead. It was on the good side of the defender, so.
I don't hate the call on second or on first down and 5. I think that if you're going to do it, you do it then.
I tell you what, I'm impressed with Eddie stepping up and throwing the long ball, the short ball tonight.
Definitely seems more confident.
Definitely a fun game to watch tonight.
Ringler gets the call and has a pretty good hole all the way forward for about 5 or 6 yards. That is well enough for an Edward Jones first down.
And you know, if you watch that, whenever a running back has a point where they can hand the ball off or get the ball, and you see a 6 or 7 yard burst out of them, that means that the offensive line has done their job. They put 4 or 5 yards in front, so it lets Josh get that burst of speed and then put his shoulder down and get an extra 2 or 3 yards.
Grinnell moving here. First down at 10 at the Marion 26. Came away with a field goal last time. You know, they'd love to possibly put it in for 6. Kaponzu is the back here. They hand off to him. Benny spins off a couple tacklers and still going. Nobody can tackle number 5. He gets out of bounds still without being brought down to the ground, and he earns a hard-earned second and probably 6.
Benny definitely earns the made something out of nothing award on that one. Good job keeping your feet turning, spinning.
Grinnell trying to keep the drive moving here. Clock is their friend, that's for sure. The clock does stop there after going out of bounds, so 2:02 to go here in the third quarter.
There is nothing better than 2:02 left and put one on the board before the end of this third quarter.
Harsheim hands off to Kapanzu. Boy, the line was pushing way out front. Close to a first down, going to be about a yard or two short.
But I think that put us into
Polyeye's red zone for just the second time tonight, technically.
Yeah.
We were down at the 2-yard line and now work our way into the red zone. So Polyeye's red zone it is. 3rd down and 1. Kapanzu wasn't even touched till he probably got to about 3 yards from the first down marker. Benny is still the back here, so Ringler's getting a little bit of a break. They got 7 guys up on the line of scrimmage.
There it is.
Kapanzu gets the carry off the far side. He is swarmed, and he's going to be really close to the marker. He is tackled in the far side by Brandon Hatfield, and he's got the first down. Just enough for it for an Edward Jones first down, and Grinnell keeps the chains moving.
You know, right there, that's one of those tendencies where you see someone coming up that's bigger than you still just have to turn it upfield and go. You know, he probably could have gotten another yard and a half if he wouldn't have hesitated, let that defender get himself in position, let alone the defender come up and made a good tackle.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Grinnell ball on the Marion 16 down inside the Polyeye's red zone. Kapanzu is still the back. Ringler is in the backfield. He hands off to Kapanzu. Benny cuts through tacklers, stays on his feet, and he's down inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. Really tough running by Kapanzu.
That always puts an interesting twist out there because everyone thinks that out of that Wildcat, Josh could have taken and go, let alone to turn and give it to a fast. They're equally fast backs, but Benny definitely has that quickness and could turn it on.
It's definitely one of those things. If Harsheim ever had to come out a couple plays or ever had an injury of some sort, you could just run 2 running backs in at quarterback.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, Josh does a good job handing the ball off. I mean, that's flawless there.
Grinnell has to snap the ball here. There's 7 seconds. There's only about a second between play clock and game clock. Harsheim, hands off. Here comes the sweep on the edge by Mahoney, and Eli scores. Touchdown on the far right side. Great seal on the right side edge of the line for Grinnell. And Eli Mahoney is in for 6. It was a jet sweep. Eli came from the wide receiver position and punches it in from about 7 yards out. Tyler Kostow will come out and attempt the PAT. Snap hold. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. 30-0. Grinnell leads over Marion. That is also the end of the third quarter. To the fourth quarter we go. Grinnell leads by 30. We'll be back. You're watching and listening to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network in 30 seconds.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. 30-0 here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Brett Nichols State Farm. Blake Walker, Dan Walker with you here this evening. So far, and if things hold, successful homecoming for the Grinnell Tigers and look to move to 3-0 in district play before the two beasts at the end of the schedule await Grinnell. Newton next week and Pella. Again, it's top 2 in the district go to the playoffs. Then you're a wild card. Grinnell probably won't get in as a wild card if they lose both those games because they would finish at 4-5. So it's all still out ahead of them. But tonight they've taken care of business and have one more quarter to finish things off. Tyler Pierce and Grayson Steffen will be back to receive the kickoff here as we are underway in the fourth quarter of action. It's going to be Tyler Pierce. Ball seems to always go to him. He's going to go down the middle, or the far right side of the field, go down at about the 26-yard line. Marion's offense will set up shop. Grinnell has, at times tonight, bent defensively, but they haven't broken, and that's one of the key things so far. Very solid defensive night.
Yeah, and I think every time that they did have a little bit of a hiccup, they come back with a strong side. I've really been impressed with our safeties and D-backs tonight and the interior line. And, you know, you can't say that your linebackers aren't doing anything. We've been having some good stunts in the defensive line by doing their job of standing the offensive line up. It's letting the linebackers make some good plays. So all in all, I think it's been overall a good job on the defense side.
First down at 10 from their own 26. Stearns brings Hendricks in motion. They go a handoff to Colton off the right side. And Colton not going to get much. Maybe a couple on first down. Gets out of bounds.
I think number 15.
15 in there for Grinnell. That would be Trent Scheck. As we got an injury on the far side. I can't tell if it's a Marion or Grinnell player. I think it's a Grinnell player. And the injury is on the sideline, so we'll see how they want to do this. He's pretty far off the sideline.
Oh, it looks like he's on the sideline, and then they got another Marion player, number 26. That's
yes, you're right. There is
too.
Something off. So
it might be a Grinnell player. Let's go ahead and
take a 30-second break. More football when we come back. You're watching the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Grinnell still dealing with an injury. Not sure who it is.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to those sponsors one last time for the end of the game. Poly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate. Proline Building Company, Weldon Drywall, Latitude Signage and Design, Mayflower Community, Mahaska Communications, The Dairy Barn, Prairie Lakes Church, Wagon Wheels West, S&S Electric, Unity Point Grinnell Hospital, Family Dentistry, Grinnell State Bank. Also a shout out to Grinnell Firestone, Mindy Holes Exit Realty, 1410 KGRN, Corey Hall Photography, The Strand Theater, and another shout out to our periods are brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm, our scoreboard sponsor, Kurt's Collision Center, which is our scoreboard sponsor for all season long. Edward Jones is our first down and timeout sponsors, which I needlessly always forget to bring up on our timeouts. Are brought to us by Edward Jones. Our instant replays brought to you by Clarity Eye Care, the Red Zone, Poly Eyes Pizza, and the game balls brought to you by Quick Visit Urgent Care. So thank you to all those sponsors. Definitely without you, we would not be able to bring this game to you live.
Whoever it was injured, it's a single-digit number. That's all I can tell. So I'm not really sure. We'll see if we can get updates as we go. Here's a pitch on the outside for Marion going this near side, and Tilkis is going to come up just short of the first down marker on 2nd and 8. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2 coming up.
Josh Ringler in there with a nice shoestring tackle to save him from getting the first down.
I believe that is Jake Van Compernel over there. Yes, it is. Jake Van Compernel was the one down. He's on the bench talking to trainers. Did walk over there on his own power. Think maybe just got the wind knocked out of him or some sort.
Well, he did kind of, when he wrapped him up to make that tackle, it was more of a drag.
Yeah.
You kind of get the pounding feet back in your gut. So
3rd and 2. Stearns under center. Handoff to Hendricks. Hendricks stood up. Did he get there? No, he did not. He's short by about a yard. And it's 4th and 1. Great job up front by Grinnell.
Big number 63.
That's Burnett, I believe. Jacob Burnett, yep. 4th and 1. You're down 30. They're going to keep the offense out on the field. Fourth and 1 for the Wolves. Hendricks is the back. Stearns under center. Grinnell not really putting much up on the line. Stearns, quarterback keeper, has got the first down with ease. Grinnell really didn't put anyone up. So that pretty much was a given.
They pretty much drove a spear right up the center and were able to divide out and get some good yardage there.
So Stearns does his job, converts on the 4th down. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 40. Their own 40 here for Marion. 10-10 to go. That's the thing. Grinnell just wanting to see this clock keep moving here and get out of here with the win. Wolves put up 13 last week on Clear Creek Amana on the road. Clear Creek Amana, by the way, trailing Newton 21-13 in the 3rd quarter. First and 10, Stearns. Going to go back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He evades one, then throws in the dirt.
Jack Gallagher had a nice stun on that side. In fact, I think they're going to get him for holding on that far side over there.
It could have honestly also been intentional grounding. There was not a single receiver in the area, but penalty marker was thrown.
We got a hat off, too.
Let's see what the call is here. They're going to go over to Haydenfeld and actually see if he wants to decline or accept whatever the penalty is. I don't know, because I think it could also be intentional grounding.
Yeah, because sometimes when they drop their hat, that possibly a second penalty.
Is there a white flag over there? That looks like a white flag on the field.
That's the...
Oh, it's the hat. I was going to say,
hat.
yeah. So they'll take the 15-yard penalty because it was intentional grounding plus loss down, plus there was a holding, so there was 2 flags on the play. Both on the offense. Coach Haydenfeld took the 15-yard penalty and loss down instead of the hold.
So the intentional grounding is from where the penalty is from where the intentional or the ground was. 15 yards plus that.
Landon Tilkus picked up the official's white hat, was about to hand it to him, and the official told him, "You should probably put that down." And Landon said, "Okay, I'm going to put it down." He just ran back to the huddle. Oh, that's funny. It'll be 2nd down and 29. The 1st down marker is at the 50 for Marion. On their own 21, so a costly penalty. Plus you lose a down, so it's 2nd and 29 instead of 1st and 29. Probably going to see him go to the air here at least once in the next couple plays. Stearns will be under center. Pitch outside to Taylor. Taylor stood up. Good first contact by someone back there for Grinnell. I couldn't quite tell, but I think it's going to be a loss of a couple. Really nice job by Grinnell.
23, Jack Gallagher.
No surprise. Jack getting in the backfield. One of just a couple with the Guardian cap on tonight. Makes the big play. It's 3rd and 31 on the loss of 2. Grinnell only came into tonight with 21.5 tackles for loss. Compare that to Marion, 46.5. I think that number has inflated a little bit tonight for the Tigers. Well, what do you call here? 3rd and 31 for Marion. 9:04 to go here in the 4th quarter. They're on their own 19-yard line.
You almost got to take a shot before you can punt it away. And
they fake the pitch. Stearns will roll out. He's got plenty of room if he wants to run. He does take off all the way up to about the 30-yard line and eventually ducks out of bounds, but he's still about 18 yards to the 1st down marker.
as they get lined up here for the punt, I just want to give a shout out to a couple of our sponsors. As we always said, our first downs and timeouts brought to you by Edward Jones, but two brothers, Mark and Paul Copeland, that have done a lot for the football program. Youth Football League, in fact, big brother Paul's still out there coaching away, and Mark has done so much for that program. They're gonna call timeout. We're just gonna keep it here, but those are just two alumni that are amongst many that helped this youth football program that started these kids back in 5th and 6th grade, and we are seeing the difference since that has started of what we're watching here tonight, because getting those kids more introduced into the tackle football league, playing back and forth with the 3rd and 4th graders into the flag football program. That is what it takes to kind of banner a football program and take these kids in to say that we're going to play postseason district football.
Also worth noting, Strand Theater, one of our sponsors. Plenty of movies in the movie theaters right now as of Friday, October 10th. This is from today all the way to Thursday. Tron Ares is in town. Roofman, Gabby's Dollhouse, one battle after another with Leonardo DiCaprio. I've heard that one's very good. And then October 16th on Thursday night, Black Phone starts at 8 o'clock. A lot of good movies coming to Strand Theater here. 4th down and 18. Tilkus is back to kick this one away for the Wolves. Grinnell has really not bit on any hard counts tonight. This is a high boot by Tilkus. Everybody called off. Takes the Marion bounce all the way down. Where are they going to mark this? 30-yard line for Grinnell, so that is where they will set up shop on offense with 8:40 to go in the fourth quarter, leading 30-0.
That's definitely when you shout out the old pickle, get away from that thing. You don't, anymore. You don't see the high punts like you used to back in the 70s, 80s. It's more that
it's distance, not really hang time.
Australian type kick that you get kind of a sidewinder, trying to get more out of it when it hits the ground and get a good roll out of it. But definitely had some hang time on that punt right there.
Grinnell has thrown in the backups as Camden Harms is in at quarterback. Bear with me as try to get numbers here as they keep on running through. Here's a handoff and wrapped down in the backfield. Colby Belts gets back there and tackles Parker Whitman, or excuse me, Corbin Whittam.
Face mask on that far side there.
Corbin Whittam was the ball carrier. See if you're right about the face mask call here. And it is. Face mask, so 15-yard, automatic first down for Grinnell. Whittam gets the carry, so Grinnell rolling out the backups here late in the going. Not enough for continuous clock.
That's a
Edward Jones first down off the penalty.
We'll take them any way you can get them.
Good reps here for Grinnell's defense. Also good for Grinnell's starting team. I mean, a little bit extra time to rest, get things squared away. Harms will hand this one off with them. Good carry off the right side. Barrels forward, is going to get close to the first down. Let's see, is he just short? Yes, about a yard short, but good carry off the right side. Wholesale changes on the offensive line. They brought in an entire new offensive line. I assume this is the backups, and that was the starters. I'm not sure.
Yeah, looks like we're switching quarterback too.
Well, Harms is still in.
Oh, Harms is still in. Okay.
It's only a yard. 2nd and 1 from the 46 of Marion.
Looks like we got a Marion defender offsides, heads way past the ball.
No call. Whittam gets brought down to the backfield. Big loss. Tackled behind by Elijah Weber. And that's going to push him back 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5 upcoming from the 49. Grinnell at this point just trying to kill some clock here. Third and 5. Grinnell at their own 49 now after the loss on the handoff to Whittam. And penalty markers flown as Grinnell had a lot of confusion in the backfield. Not really sure what they were. Snap infraction. Snap infraction on Sean Kivy, the senior. Backs Grinnell up 5 more. I know it's second team penalties, but penalties nonetheless that add on and tack on for Grinnell tonight.
You still have to be disciplined. It doesn't matter whether you're first team, second team, or third team, because those infractions are all things that could lead to putting points on the board for Marion. So playing a crisp game, making sure that your due diligence is being done every time.
Clock still moving here, 6:38 to go, 3rd down and 10. Harms bobbles the snap. He'll just take off himself. Harms to the outside. There's a flag down. And it's going to be a holding, and it's coming back.
I don't know if it's a holding or if they got brought a hit over here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're thinking, is a blind side possibly.
Yeah.
Marion fans not happy about that one. Yeah, illegal blindside block on Grinnell, so that will back them up even more. Marion will not decline. Let's see, a couple score updates. Newton leads 24-19 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Clear Creek Humana is keeping it close. South Tama defeats Pella Christian 28-27.
Wow.
A thriller over there in STC. Good for them.
At South Tama?
At South Tama. Good for them.
Not
Pella
a
defeats
not a bad
Oskaloosa.
year for the Trojans.
Pella defeats Oskaloosa 35-0. Harms to Witham. Weaving in and out of tacklers, trying to get a couple more. He fights for maybe 2 or 3. Grinnell will bring on the punt team. Marion puts back Grayson Steffen to return this punt. And another flag. And I think Grinnell's going to get a couple. I had my binoculars looking at the punter. Maybe?
I think it's against Grinnell.
Grinnell's pointing at Marion, but I don't think that's I don't think that's going to work that way. Up. Never mind.
Right.
Encroachment. 5 yards. Give him back. Sloppy fourth quarter here. So that moves him up to a 43-yard line. Grinnell will punt this one back away. Nice boots. Pierce comes up and grabs it about the 27-yard line and wrap down. Great tackle out there in coverage by, I believe, Benny Kapanzu was the one over there to make the tackle. Marion will bring the offense back out, trying to avoid the shutout here. 5:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball will be at the 28-yard line. And official timeout here, I think. Nope, Marion's going to take their own timeout. We'll take one with them. 30-second timeout. On the other end, trying to finish this one up. Grinnell leads over Marion.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Marion takes a timeout after the punt. So, still trying to get a couple more things ironed out here. I think it might be a new quarterback in. I think that's exactly what the thought process is here. Ethan Cole, the freshman. The only freshman on the entire varsity roster will come in for Marion. He is 1 for 2 for 13 yards. Tilkis is still in the ball game. Nathan Usher in the backfield or at wide receiver. I believe Taylor is still out there at running back. Nope, they're going to go with number 22, Caleb Proctor. Handoff up the middle to Proctor, gets a couple. So Marion responds by Grinnell putting in their second team, drops in their own second team here.
Yeah, that's good. Gives these kids an opportunity to get out and play and get some time on the field.
The freshman game was a tie, 7-7. Marion got all the way down the field, got inside the 5 with 30 seconds left, and their quarterback was sacked and fumbled the ball. Grinnell picked it up, then threw a pick, and it was returned down inside the 20, but time ran out, and the game was tied. 2nd and 9. They pitched this one outside to number 21 for Marion. I do not have a 21 on my roster. But a carry nonetheless for the Wolves. Close to a first down. Going to give him about 8. And it'll be 3rd and 1. Again, I do not have a 21 on my roster. Two wide receivers out to the right. 3rd down and 1 with 4:07 to go. Marion on their own 37. Quarterback keeper here. And there's the ball. Nobody can figure out where the ball was.
Got a first
Ethan
down
Cole,
out of it.
yep, Ethan Cole gets the first down.
Brought down by Grinnell, number 33.
That is Johnny Austin Simpson. Clock keeps ticking here. Grinnell closing in on a 3-0 start to district play. 3 straight wins.
Good confidence builder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going into these last 2 games of the season.
Handoff, middle, number 21 for Marion. Stood up after gaining a couple. Again, one of those things for Grinnell. The 3 straight wins. Can't think about Cedar Rapids, Washington. Obviously a tough loss here on their home field, but they'll look ahead to
Grinnell, number 10 up there.
2 very big games. Aiden Hoops made the tackle for Grinnell. Next week, 7 o'clock on the road at Newton. And then they end the season against Pella here at home. Just so happen to get the 2 toughest teams in the district to end the season. And obviously next year, same thing. Flips right over, except Grinnell will go on the road to Marion. Pitch outside, number 21. Trying to get this one upfield. He's going to be close to the first down marker, just short of a 3rd down at about 2. Down to about the 47-yard line. Under 2:40 to go here in this one. Be a happy homecoming for Grinnell. He'll enjoy the dance tomorrow night. Should be a beautiful night for it. Marion brings out 2 wide receivers to this near side. They got I formation in the back. Wolves are trying to get Grinnell to jump off sides. Now they pitch it back outside to number 21 again. He gets upfield and I think he's going to be short. Yeah, he's going to be short. About a yard short. Good job by Grinnell up front to bring him down on the pitch, and it's 4th and 1. Students making their way over to the exit where the players will run out off the field. 4th and 1 from Marion's own 48. They'll go I formation again. Quarterback keeper, ball is out. Maybe, I can't tell. It's really close. I think they got the first. Can't really tell who got it. It is a first down for Marion.
Nice drive for the Marion second string.
It's kind of nickel in and diamond here, trying to keep it on the ground, keep it rolling, really.
You always kind of take away a positive when you're a coach. So Marion can kind of chalk this up that they had some good things that they did as their second team's in there.
1:20 to go. A couple more plays probably set here tonight. Grinnell's got somebody lined up off sides. We'll see if they blow a whistle or just keep it rolling. They do not. Cole keeps it on a quarterback keeper, and he's wrapped down to the backfield and spun down. Nice pursuit by Aiden Hoops as Ethan Cole tried a bootleg, and it just didn't work. Grinnell read it the whole way. And a fun night of football. Don't forget, we'll still have post-game coming up. Talking with Coach Adam Haydenfeld. Lori Walker, great camera work tonight. She stands up for the first time all night. Stretches the legs. Good work for her tonight. I'll check the tape afterwards, see how good it was. Last play of the game coming up for Marion. 2nd down and 14 from their own 45. Cole hands off to number 21. He is wrapped down. Couple more thrown in there. Get another one for Hoops. And that's going to do it. Grinnell is going to move to 4-3, 3-0 in district play and we'll wait and see what happens. 2 Giants ahead of you, but Grinnell's at least not going to go down without a fight. As it is all out in front of them, they have to most likely beat both Pella and Newton. Can maybe take one of 2, you just don't know, but it's a great win for Grinnell, 30-0. It's a shutout on homecoming. Grinnell defeats Marion 30-0. We're going to take a 6-minute break. When we come back, postgame from TT Crana. You've been watching and listening to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Polly-I's Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at pollyi'sgrinnellia.com. Go Tigers!
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers!
Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings, so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com and let's get started today.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to try church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck, Tigers.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network postgame here at TT Crane Field. Grinnell defeats Marion 30-0 is your final score. Coach Adam Haydenfeld going to work his way up here to the press box shortly to have a chat with us here post-game. Good win for the Grinnell Tigers, all things considering. Looked good in the passing game. Eddie Harsheim looked really solid. Josh Ringler very solid on the ground as well. If you want full stats, Jeremy Shapiro will have those up on social media. As it's all out in front of Grinnell next week. Newton defeated Clear Creek Amana. So I don't know if some people thought we'd be saying it, but Grinnell will have a battle for first in the district next week against the Newton Cardinals. They both sit 3-3 in conference play. So a fun win tonight for Grinnell. We got our camera far out. There we go. Sealed in there. There we go. Coach, how's it going? Good. I was telling my dad, I was like, I maybe had talked to you for 10 words, maybe. There we go. Pull that thing down. Well, first of all, congratulations on the win. What's your biggest takeaway from a shutout win like this tonight?
Yeah, I just thought our guys showed a lot of growth from last week to this week. And we talked in the locker room about, we're in a similar situation where it's a 3-score game. Defensively, we thought we've been pretty dominant, and offensively,
we gotta wait. Microphone's not going or something.
You're not plugged in here, Coach. Let's see. How about that?
Speak. Hello?
Test.
Something's there, but I don't know if it's coming from my mic or what.
Well, we always got a backup here.
Fair enough.
Put you on the big red mic.
Fair enough. There we go. It fits the homecoming theme. There we go.
So talking again, just what was your takeaway from this evening?
Yeah, I thought we showed a lot of growth from a similar situation to last week of, defensively we've been pretty dominant, and offensively we had some big plays but weren't maybe as consistent as we wanted to be in the first half. We really challenged the guys at halftime to like, hey, how much have we grown in a week? We were big on that, throughout the week in practice and talking about if we're going to be a championship level football team, we can't have those lulls in consistency. And so that was a challenge the second half. And I thought our guys did a really nice job of responding. And, we went a little bit, maybe more methodical offensively in the second half. But I thought our run fits were much better. We were much more consistent in the run game. And we're able to do that. I mean, obviously Josh is pretty special back there. Benny's pretty darn good too. We got good guys up in front of him, and we can get the run game going consistently. Helps us open up things on the edge, and I thought Eddie Harsheim did an outstanding job tonight. Just moving in the pocket and keeping his eyes downfield and keeping plays alive. And we got some pretty good guys out on the edge too. And just overall, just a really nice night for the Tigers.
What worked really well defensively tonight? Because Marion, just a team that wants to run the ball. They plan to run the ball. You guys met him at the line of scrimmage a lot. What really went into that this week?
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, however long, we played Wash, Cedar Rapids Wash. It was we talked after the game. We just didn't play with a defensive mindset that we've been accustomed to, and so we've been a little bit more of an attacking unit since then. Coach Sharp and Coach Stenberg done a great job of just mixing coverages and mixing different fronts and looks. But I think more than anything else, more than X's and O's, our guys we have a proud group on that side of the ball. We're a proud group on both sides of the ball, right? And they've really accepted the challenge of we got to meet physicality with physicality, right? And swarming 11 hats to the ball. And we've had really 3 really good weeks in a row. I mean, 3 weeks ago, Clear Creek, they're a dangerous offensive unit, put up yards, but we didn't score a ton of points, and last 2 weeks we've built off that performance and, playing with a lot of energy and excitement on that side of the ball right now. And good things happen when you do that.
The battle for the district is next week in a way. You battle for first. Newton took care of business tonight against Clear Creek Amana 31-19. Pella beat Oski. These next 2 weeks define your season in a way. I mean, this is it. You're sitting RPI-wise. You're probably going to have to win both. You can maybe afford to win one, but what's the confidence going into tonight for a game like this that sets you up for the next 2 weeks?
If you want to be a championship-level program, you got to be ready to go win championship-level ball games. And we challenge the guys coming into district play of just take care of the next one in front of you, right? And we've done a really nice job of that for 3 weeks in a row. And what it's done is set us up for a really exciting next 2 weeks, right? And obviously, big one at Newton coming up next Friday, and we've got Pella after that. But we've got to keep doing the same things we've been doing. We show up every day, just looking to get a little bit better. And I thought one of the best things about tonight and just really this whole week, I think we had one of our better weeks of practice in the entire year. And just with all the homecoming stuff going on, all the extras, we really hit them on, hey, let's keep the main thing, which is 7:30 Friday night, in our opinion, right? And our guys did a really nice job of buying into that. And we're excited about where we're at. We know there's more work to be done, and we're looking forward to continue getting after it.
Coach, we appreciate your time, and we wish you the best of luck here the last 2 weeks of the season.
I appreciate it, Blake. Thank you
so much. Coach Adam Haydenfeld joins us here. He'll make his way downstairs in just a second. Back to the team. That will wrap it up for us tonight here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. For Blake Walker, Dan Walker, we say so long from TT Cranny Field, where Grinnell defeats Marion 30-0. Good night, everyone. This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is a violation of the law.